Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you all for watching. So I decided to make this video because I just made a connection and it was really on my mind and I really thought that it was just something worth talking about, okay? I want to talk about the Prince of Persia. So growing up for me, my introduction to that phrase, the Prince of Persia, was the video game. For so long, I thought the Prince of Persia was just a game, but as I'm going to show you, the Prince of Persia is not just a game. And like I just said, I got introduced from the Prince of Persia, just as a video game. Mostly the 3D era, which they call, the Sands of Times era. And I come to find out years later, after, being introduced to the Prince of Persia from the Sands of Times era, that the franchise is actually quite older. The Prince of Persia franchise goes back to the 80s. But as I'm going to explain to you, that phrase, the Prince of Persia, is much, much older than that. In fact, the Prince of Persia, the phrase goes all the way back to ancient times. Okay, in the book of Daniel, there is a mention of the Prince of Persia, in Daniel 10:13 to 14. Daniel was being communicated with by an angel, and the angel tells Daniel that, but the Prince of Persia withstood me 21 days, and behold, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, for I had been left alone there with the kings of Persia. Now I have come to make you understand what will happen to your people in the latter days, for the vision refers to many days yet to come. Now, this angel is telling Michael that the Prince of Persia being a spiritual entity, this is not an earthly, carnal human prince. So yes, the angel was being intercepted by the Prince of Persia, which is a spiritual being. So come to find out that, like I said, the Prince of Persia refers to something much older than this video game. And it goes back to biblical times. And this kind of connects into something else. This could be connected to Ephesians 6:10, which states that for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. And this goes on to say, to connect with the Prince of Persia, that the entities that rule this world are not really human. Yeah, the real rulers are not human, Benjamin Netanyahu does not rule the world. Xi Jinping does not rule the world. Donald Trump does not rule the world. And the British royal family doesn't rule the world. The entities like the Prince of Persia are what really rule the world. I'm still going on my spiritual journey, still learning from the Bible, still learning all the connections from the Bible and just how, ancient events from the Bible and figures from the Bible still connect to this world today. In fact, I can make a whole series about that. How I made a video about how ancient myths shape video games. I can make a video about how the Bible shapes video games. And, I could do a whole series on that. So yeah, this was just some stuff that was on my mind just as I go on my spiritual journey and I try to become closer to the creator of heaven and earth. So that's all I have for today. So thank you all for watching.